Oh my God, we're so clean. Click like below if you love shower day when you're in your RV. I wonder if people shower every day. They might think we're dirty.
We're dirty. So what?
We're also in uniform.
Focus. I have a little list to make sure I don't miss my point. But hey, friends, today we're gonna talk about our summary. I'm either doing this on the video or I'm doing that just on my own, but I like to do a summary of a trip to look at what we did great, what we did not great, so my next one can improve.
Yeah. Trip summary from
I hope that doesn't drive you nuts. People think I'm super like crazy.
I just like to look back and have the memory though, so they could be in that camp too.
Yes, and for me, I like a smooth, easy trip.
Yeah.
Less work, efficient, always my goal. So that's why I do this. So today, I'd like to share with you our summary about our Quebec trip that we just shared on the channel about,
up to the Manicouagan Reservoir in the North Shore. Super awesome. Check out those videos.
Maybe haven't posted yet. I don't know. Anyways.
Stay tuned.
I'll put the link down below.
Click like and subscribe. You do not want to miss the Tadoussac video.
Yeah, so what did we do great? Let's start by something that we didn't do great, that was a little bit unexpected. So we do a plan for every trip when we're going on this kind of a long trip, month-long trip, right? Including where we go, blah, 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 and the rough budget, mostly for gas because we're towing with a trailer. And we discovered that we are 30% over the budget.
Yeah.
What's surprising is when we do budget, we think a lot of space.
Yeah, I built a little tool in Excel and I use it to budget the gas, and I try to just not grossly, but pretty significantly overestimate. I do that by pushing the mileage up a little bit and by inflating the price of gas, kind of like 10 or more %, which I thought would be good margin.
Not this trip. I think previously it was always pretty good.
Yeah, well, even a trip after I did another trip and I was 3% off. It was almost perfect, the gas budget. And this one was over 30, we went 30% over budget on gas. And the short reason why is very simple. My mileage was too generous. I budgeted 21 liters per 100 kilometers. I'm not going to translate that, sorry, Americans. Because I don't know. 21 liters per 100 kilometers, which is about a double of the van's mileage without the trailer, and about what we get most places, but the hills killed us. We were averaging 24.
Right.
Yeah, 24 was the average. Sometimes it was higher, sometimes it was lower, but it was high. Second, my inflated gas price happened to be about average until we got up north. You'll remember $2.15 for Ordinaire. Ordinaire for $2.15 a liter. Okay, that sounds...
we didn't have many tanks of that. It's not that two locations.
That didn't throw us out. It was the mileage.
Like 4 times?
And it was the mileage, and it was the fact that the gas price was at or just a little bit above that 10% I thought I put on. The gas prices changed. I took my eye off the ball. Oh well.
Well, the good news about that part is the drive there, the fjord, they call that the fjord, the drive there is so fun.
Spectacular.
Right? They have those interesting like ups and downs and turns and
twisty,
stuff.
Turny hills. Like it goes around Trois-Rivières, and if you're used to driving the 20 on the south shore, it's flat like a pancake. On the North Shore, once you get to Charlevoix and you get off the 138 and take the 382, I just looked at the number, I forget it, but you take the fjord drive through Charlevoix, and it's gorgeous.
And not just there, locals were telling us with some other highways that also very fun.
Really
to drive.
fun.
Remember the lady who told us the
lady way up north?
the chocolate. You own her a chocolate lady.
Oh,
she
yeah,
said
in,
that she
in
should go
Sacré-Cœur.
somewhere else. I forgot the.
Oh, up to Saguenay to see even more
okay,
beautiful
okay.
driving, twisty turny, and the actual fjord drive is there.
Right.
The 380 is just through Charlevoix. Still really beautiful. Udi was a champ going up, what, 15% and stuff? I don't think we want to go back there.
17. Anyway, we did.
super
Oh, yeah,
fun.
yeah, yeah. Just by the way, to tell you guys, if you wonder, we have a great towing experience.
Yeah, it was
Like,
great. Uphill and downhill.
Yeah, 15%, 17%, 15% with the turn in Quebec City. Holy Jesus, that gave me a heart attack. That's
In Quebec
the first
City,
one.
from a near stop.
Okay, that one I felt that was like.
Oh yeah, that
ooh.
was work. We made her work, but
yeah.
we got there.
It's pretty. We're just not fast, but we're slow and steady going up.
Yeah.
But other than that, it's great. On highway is great, it's smooth like butter, up down everything. So there's no issue with that.
Yeah.
Again, not to convince you to do anything, but if you're looking into Cayman's, setup in terms of van setup and want to see the, the real customer feedback kind of thing, this is why we're saying that. Like we were saying, we really enjoy this whole Quebec North Shore experience.
Beautiful.
One of the things that make the trip really easy for our viewer is they really have a lot of dump stations along the road. Almost every town has.
Oh yeah. So that's kind of another part of the planning I do. I have the gas budget, but I also look at water refill and dump station kind of every few days. And it wasn't too hard to do the research and I had a plan, but as we rolled along the North Shore, I realized I probably didn't need one. There were dump stations and water fills, potable water, frequently. Almost every little town had a little
like
spot.
A municipal kind of.
Yeah, just a municipal level and a very simple one of them.
Free too.
Yeah, free dump station. I even posted one on Facebook. Les Escoumins had a beautiful little fill up in a dump station that we used on the way north. And on the way south, we found out it's not just that. There's actually an overnight camp spot. Also donations only. Very lovely. It's not a place where you unhitch and stay for weeks, but really nice. And frequently, a lot of the towns had that. It wasn't too tricky to find water and dump stations on the North Shore of Quebec.
Something I'd like to share that was not captured on camera is we actually had, when we're in the north, like past the Manic 5 area, we had twice stuck, the car stuck. Once without the trailer, one with the trailer. So the first one was without the trailer. There, because in the north, Google Map is not very good, and we're just curious about all those little roads and stuff. So we just drive down, explore every little road, and we got caught on one of the road because it was really bumpy. I think it was designed for trucks. It wasn't really a road for van.
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, it was like a boat launch, so it went down pretty hard from the road down to where the lake was, and on the way back up, it was there was some loose, pretty big but loose rocks, loose dirt, and just a couple times I had to kind of, how did I get out of that in the end? I think I squeezed off to this more the grassy shoulder where it was smoother, but I took a couple runs at it, and I didn't. Oh, I know what it was. If I had, so first, the van is really close to the ground. There's not much clearance.
Yeah.
So if I had have been able to just take a run at it at, 50, 60, I could have done it, but I would have for sure bottomed out. For sure I'm going to bottom out. And I kind of wanted to kind of finesse my way over the rocks.
Yeah, that's important. Yeah, you're right.
I could have just zoomed up, but there's no clearance on that thing. And that's okay, usually. They didn't expect me to go down such a crazy back road, but we're a little bit crazy. We like to explore, and long story short, we finally crawled out of there without bottoming out.
And then we got stuck with the trailer. So that one is more, it's funnier. I guess I'll give you guys, if you're going that road, just be aware, because the section where we got stuck was section with really good paved road,
Really nice.
which And we look at the shoulder area, feels also very
Looks pretty
good.
decent.
That's why we got a little bit surprised that
Overconfident, maybe?
yeah, that the shoulder was not so packed. It's a really soft sand.
Yeah.
So I think we dodged something. Anyway, we had to pull over to the roadside to have a check. And after we have checked, when we're ready to pull back on the road, we realized those are soft sand. So the wheels were just spinning.
Yeah.
And it had some kind
We
of...
were on a slight grade, and the wheels started to just dig in, and they dug themselves a little pit.
Yeah.
And it was strange because we're right beside the paved road.
Yes, but none of the wheels were on it. So what did we do? We just...
You're the one who got us out of that one. But I tried just kind of backing out of the pit and trying to get through it. But every time I hit the pit, the loose dirt.
No. We didn't move an inch. We're just
we were full stuck.
We're full stuck in the sand, just spinning, because it's soft sand. There's nothing going forward, and the trailer is heavy, and we have this angle, which is a trailer lower than the car.
I tried to rock it out in the pit.
Yes.
And I couldn't rock it out because the trailer's too heavy.
Yeah. So
That's
eventually, we just instead of going forward, we reverse because we're close to the road, and with the angle, if we keep reverse, we eventually
cut the wheels,
get the front two wheel, which is the drive wheel. How do you say the power wheel?
That's right, the drive wheels
on the pavement, then put us forward. So that was a little heart attack.
That was interesting. Yeah, it was a bit like.
I was too nervous. I didn't even think about, we should capture that. We're not fully YouTuber yet. I'm like, holy jeez, I'm gonna stuck here forever.
Yeah, but we got out safely. You took point, made sure there was no cars coming, and we got out of it.
Thank God it wasn't so busy. Huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely not up there.
So watch out for that. Good road could have soft shoulders. I guess a 4-wheel drive might be better.
4-wheel drive would have popped right out.
Oh. Odyssey. 4-wheel drive, please. So if you're going to Quebec, you got to pay attention to their roadside. And if you are a Quebecer, where you know why Quebec signs are like that, please let me know. So from my previous trip to...
I just want to say one thing. Drivers, you will always pay attention to the road signs. So passengers, when the driver yells out, look at these crazy road signs, pay attention. They're not kidding.
Yes, it's really artistic, complicated. No idea what they're saying if I just read the sign.
Yeah.
But I discovered that the previous trip when we went to Gaspé that those road signs are so complicated, so much information in it. In the end, I have no idea what they're saying. So it's always very filled. From far, you're like a blob, really busy blob. With close, you see all those information. You're like, so which part is the key point? Artistic. The only one that I remember and had enough time to take a picture was we think it's blowing snow. Did we
It's
check?
for sure.
It's
a wind. They're open fields and it's crosswinds. It's a crosswind sign.
Okay, and then I'm gonna compare you with our Ontario simplistic ones. Okay, English version, French version. So what is that big head there? Is that, I thought was a lion's head initially. Then I thought initially I thought it was a huge flower. I didn't understand. But later on, when it was like lion head, like it has a face, right? So I wasn't sure. Currently, we believe it's the wind god or the snow god or winter god, some kind of naughty god who is blowing.
It's the malevolent wind god of Quebec.
Blowing snow. Like, why is that part important?
It's hilarious.
Why does that have to make it into the sign?
I think it's my favorite Quebec sign.
Anyway, so I often wonder if the Yale sign get redesigned by this whoever designed this, how would he describe a yield sign
artistically?
Thank God it was just a triangle. Okay, that's everything.
That's our little recap, our little trip summary of our Manicouagan trip. Check out the North Shore; it's awesome. Check out the Trans Labrador; it's also awesome. If remote is your thing, you will absolutely love it.
We're definitely planning on going back. So.
Definitely.
Yeah, this is it. I don't think it's very helpful, but Anyway, if you like the video or you like us, subscribe.
Give us a thumbs up,
All those jazz.
like, subscribe, and we'll see you next time.
Goodbye.